Silver Ridge Home Inspections. I'm sitting here with Aimee Kane, realtor and agent. Aimee is a licensed realtor with Better Homes and Gardens, 43 North. She says, I activated my license on April 1st, 2020, middle of COVID.
April Fools.
April Fools, I like it. First year, she was Rookie of the Year, starting halfway through the year, which is impressive. Second year, she was the BRR, or the Boise Regional Realtors Top Producer. BRR Top Producer and Platinum Award winner for BHG. What does that mean?
That's a great question. So for Boise Regional Realtors, we have over 8,000 active agents in the Treasure Valley. So last year and this year, what that means is I'm in the top 300 agents in the Treasure Valley on production.
Holy cow. I was thinking 3,000 or 4,000 agents, 8,000 agents.
I just looked it up recently because I wanted to know what that meant for myself as well, because I have goals for the future, and then being a solo agent versus being on a team, that means something different as well. And I'm 100% solo agent, which means that you get me from start to finish, and I take everybody through it. Nobody ever gets passed off, and I want to make sure that my clients are taken care of to the best of my abilities.
Okay, so does that mean you do or don't have a transaction coordinator?
I do not currently have a transaction coordinator, and I probably should at this point, but I'm such a type A personality. I just want to make sure that I know every single deadline is met, and I know where we are in the transaction at every point, and I know at some point I'll need to hand that off, but as of right now, 3 years into it, I do not have one, but it's on my radar. I've signed an agreement, I just haven't done it yet.
Gotcha. So transaction coordinators are nice. At the same time, you get the face that you're working with the whole time in this scenario. All right, so we're gonna talk a little bit about you. It says you quit your job in San Diego and had a one-way ticket to Boise with twins in your stomach, giving birth 2 weeks after getting here.
Yes.
Holy cow, who moves with 2 weeks to go?
Apparently I do.
That's intense.
Yeah, it was a whirlwind to say the least.
Yeah.
You know, I'd left everything I'd ever known in Southern California. I grew up in a really small agricultural town in Southern California, Fillmore. A lot of people haven't heard of it, but I just say Ventura County because people know where that is. And I went down to San Diego State University where I got my degree, and I stayed down there for about 10 years. So I was there from 2008 to 2018. Met my Boise boy playing beach volleyball down in South Mission Beach, and that is kind of what started my journey in switching over to moving to Idaho. And I absolutely love it. I can't say I miss anything other than my family and the ocean.
The beaches, that's right.
But I'm not looking back.
I love it. I love it. A couple projects that you're currently working on. Do you want to talk about them, or you want me to kind of highlight them and then ask you questions on each one?
I don't even know anymore.
All
It's day by day.
So let's do this. So military relocation. So as a vet, that's big to me. That's important to me.
Yes.
Talk to me about what you do with the military relocation program.
Yeah, so working with the military is near and dear to my heart. My brother's in the military. He's in the Air National Guard, and then both of my grandfathers were in the military. If I was smarter, probably would have joined the military or done ROTC, but I didn't go that route. I went more athletics. Anyways, it's near and dear to my heart, and I want to serve people who are serving our country. And so I took it upon myself to get my military relocation designation, which helps people PCSing, permanent change of station. And we do have a couple bases here in the Treasure Valley, so wanted to kind of speak to that demographic. And while folks were getting overlooked during COVID, wanted to make sure that I was serving them to the best of my ability. So got my designation, have worked with quite a few veterans, and got them into homes in a very difficult time.
All right. What is Bigger Pockets Investor Forum?
So Bigger Pockets is an investment community. It's one of the biggest ones out there. I started listening to their podcast about 8 years ago, and kind of that's what propelled me onto the investment side of real estate and introduced me to the investment side of real estate, as well as my fiance, now husband. And so we started that journey back in about 8 years ago when we were living in San Diego. We knew we wanted to come back to Idaho, to Boise. And so we had purchased our first investment property while living down in San Diego, which was a journey in itself, you know, doing something out of state, kind of taking that leap of faith, but knowing that that's where you wanted to be eventually. And we're so glad that we did before things kind of took off. And
that was good timing.
Very good timing on our part, but that's kind of what the Bigger Pockets Forum is. It's just a residential and commercial investment community that can talk to each other, get advice from each other, and I am a part of that as well.
Dave Ramsey endorsed, so there's not a whole lot of Dave Ramsey junkies I guess?
No, there's not a lot of Ramsey fanatics.
No, we do a bunch of that, but what does that mean for you in your position?
Yeah, so I am endorsed by Dave Ramsey. I'm an endorsed local provider in real estate. So what that means is there's only a select few of agents in the area in the Treasure Valley that are endorsed by Dave Ramsey, understand his principles, and can speak to that with people. Or maybe even just understanding that you may not have a high credit score, or you may not want to do the standard loan routes, and having those connections and people that you can help them get them on the right path without having to go the traditional ways. So being debt-free, kind of that path of things. And 70% of agents that do apply with Dave Ramsey are turned away. And so that was a huge thing for me. I did my journey to being debt-free. It said debt-free by 2023. It sounded good in my head. It had a little ring to it. And I'm excited to say that I have done that, other than my home mortgage, and we're working on that as well.
Nice.
So
one more to go. That's awesome. What's your view on, should somebody contact you now? Is now the right time?
yeah, so I think I might have a different philosophy than most realtors out there, but you always hear the date the rate and marry the house, and it is a good opportunity to get your foot into a home and start building that equity and gaining that appreciation and having your money go towards an investment for you instead of paying somebody else's mortgage or just having your money go into a black hole. I've rented before. That feeling that you get every month when you write the check is just like, ugh.
Yep.
But I will say you need to purchase a home when the time is right for you. So if you are done renting and you're ready for a home, I would say that whatever time makes sense for you. I'm not in the business of making anybody do anything that they don't want to do. It has to make sense for you financially. It has to be the right time. It has to be the right mortgage payment. And hopefully I'm the person that can help you get on that path and hold your hand every step of the way. So
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, as a home inspection company, we see lots of agents, a lot of world-class agents and a lot of subpar agents. We don't invite people into our studio that are subpar, so we recommend Aimee wholeheartedly. She does a great job. She looks out for her clients, puts them first.
Thank you.
And glad you're able to come sit down and chat with us.
Oh, well, thank you, and I appreciate everybody's time and Brian and his team as well. I couldn't say enough good things about him. It's so important to have a good team of people behind you, and I wouldn't be able to do what I do if I didn't have him and his folks doing every home inspection and right there behind me.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. So, all right, guys, till next time.